o'clock. Got a half hour to the New York Open. We just had this quick little pop right up to this previous day point of control. This blue dash line. Hit it to the tick. Just dropped down over 30 points from there. Trying not to trade the pre-market. Gonna wait till the open. I was playing around with some new settings on the flow stack in the overnight session. I gotta change this. I've got it set to some very low delta thresholds. So if the delta exceeds a certain amount on both the NQ and the ES, I'll get a signal to the upside or the downside, but it's set to overnight levels. The flow stack's been working great. There's no real issues with it. There's just a couple little features I want to still add. But right now for the signal conditions, I'm just using the delta number threshold. So I'm going to go back to using volume increase, body size increase, and the Heiken Ashi. But yeah, this pre-market price action is not exciting at the moment. You can see after we opened in the Asian session, price came right down to this daily 50% level on the MMT 50-50 level. And that's where we bounced up 200 points. Got about 1 minute to the open. I just grabbed a Take Profit Trader account. They just announced a 40% off sale, no activation fee. So I had to grab one of those. Apex also just extended their sale. This time it's 80% off until December 23rd, and you still have until December 23rd to get those really good PA activation fee deals. I think I might grab a Tradeify account at some point, and then also a couple more Lucid accounts. Try to get my roster up to 10 accounts. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan is the absolute best. Thanks so much for your support. Market's open, 9:30. We just pulled down to VWAP, this huge cluster of gamma levels. Just got a nice 20-point bounce, 30-point bounce. We had an imbalance signal to the downside up here as we were pulling up here. Now we're tanking. I have not taken any trades yet. Just look at these candles, wicks on both sides, almost all morning long here. Did have a decent amount of delta coming in on the 5-minute candle. We just opened a new 5-minute candle. We're pushing below VWAP here. Got a big old cluster of key levels down here. Definitely expecting some hold up in this area if we make it down that far. Got value area low at 62. Just grabbed a bounce trade long. We pulled down into this cluster of key levels pretty fast and furiously. Definitely expecting a little bit of a pullback. Got about 9 points there. There's also yesterday's point of control on the MNQ. Love the first touch of yesterday's point of control. I didn't actually see it there. Might have got in a little bit heavier if I would have noticed that. Yesterday's point of control on the NQ is right at whole number. And then we got the pivot point. Getting a bunch of imbalance signals to the downside here. I went for a long off of the midnight level, first touch. We definitely bounced up over 30 points now. I got a terrible fill. I hopped out. I think I got around 3 points, but it definitely would have worked out. The midnight level, yesterday's point of control, current day open, yesterday's open, 15-minute center, pre-market low, London open. All these levels are from the key levels indicator. And there's a template that comes with the key levels indicator so you can make it look just like the one I have on my charts. And it's also highly customizable to any other time ranges, all kinds of different things. I just went for the bounce trade off of the first touch of yesterday's point of control on the NQ. I grabbed 10 points pretty much instantaneously. Love the first touch of yesterday's point of control. We got the pivot point coming up next. As we were coming down to the pivot point, we had a ton of negative delta. It was just plowing right through this, so I did not take a pivot point bounce. I'm always checking out the price action when we're coming up to these key levels. If there's something about the price action that is not right, I do not take every single bounce trade on every single key level. But since we broke it so quickly, once we got down to the 50 level, 250, I did take a bounce trade, stacking some more micros. We had a bunch of imbalance signals to the upside appearing. Then we had this huge one, a 10 and a 4. That appeared pretty low in the candle. It's definitely popped up over 30 points from there. Got a bunch of bullish delta. We also came right down to this double 50% level. Looks like we had a daily and an hourly 50% level right there. Just bounced up 40 points from this cluster. I've really been enjoying this workspace setup that I've had for the past week. And I've also really been enjoying trading on the East Coast and being able to trade the New York Open every day. I feel back to my normal self, trading wise. think I might come up with a special name for this workspace setup and then make all of these chart templates available in the MMT templates project at some point, probably after the flow stack releases, since this indicator is part of the setup. Had all these imbalance signals building up to the downside, point of control up into all these wicks, and a nice little move down. Bunch of delta on both the NQ and the ES building up there too. Now we got an imbalance signal to the upside, point of control down in this wick, delta turning bullish, get a nice little pop back up. Check out the 5-minute delta today. On this candle, bunch of negative delta on the NQ and the ES, so we started to get a nice move lower. But look, as price is moving lower, delta is increasing on each candle, and then we got this nice retracement. I went on a mission to make some hot chocolate. Looks like I did not miss much of anything. Just been chopping between the pivot point and the 20 SMA back and forth. Got about 8 minutes till 10:30. Hopefully find another trade here. Just grabbed a short at yesterday's open. Had a strong gamma level as well. Not that much room to the current day open. I think I grabbed around 8 points. The washout signal and imbalance signal appeared a little bit after I got out. Dropped another 20 points since these signals appeared. Also below the 250 SMA coming up to 10:30, so I was more interested in shorts. Got the washout signal up here. Nice move down. Got another washout signal, even stronger, a number 5 washout, and an imbalance signal to the upside that appeared in the 80s here. We just bounced up 40 points after these signals appeared. This is from the MMT polarity indicator. It's just about to hit 10:30. I do like the idea of one more short at some point between 10:30 and 10:35. I just grabbed a short. I got a pretty bad fill, and then I was up 8 or 9 points, and I hit the market close, and I think it cashed me out for 2 points. So got a bad fill on the way in and the way out. Gonna watch price action for a little bit more, see if I can get one more trade. If not, might be done for the day. Yeah, it looks like it's going without me. I was looking for my one more short at around 10:30 and just didn't get the best fill. But lots of imbalance signals to the downside. Point of control up into these wicks right off of the current day open. Just popped down another 40 points. Even though we've been in this range, it's a pretty big range, 50 to 60 point range there. That's going to be it for me today. Up $100 per account. Apex has the 80% off sale, lifetime PA fee discounts. Take Profit Trader has 40% off, no activation fee. Lucid, Tradeify, TradeDay all have great deals. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan is the absolute best. There are links to the MMT indicators in the description. I wish you best of luck in your trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We definitely got a nice move down after 10:30. Like I mentioned, I was looking for that based on where price was in relation to the 250 SMA at 10:30, something that I always look for. We came down to 200. I was doing something else when we first came down to 200, but there was a nice bounce opportunity off of the 200 level for 30 points. I did take one down here. I was just looking to the left at all these wicks here, right in the 70 to 80 area. We had some divergence building up, so I went for a little long here and grabbed 5 or 6 points there. So now I'm really done on the day. I forgot I only needed $100 on 2 of these Lucid accounts to pass, so 2 of these Lucid accounts just got turned over to performance accounts today. I think it took me 9 days of trading to pass these 2 Lucid accounts. When I feel like I have unlimited time, I seem to be able to pass them quicker versus when I feel like I'm on a deadline and I only have so many days before my next subscription payment. So I really appreciate Lucid for the not having any monthly payments. It's just a one-time fee. Take as long as you want with Lucid Trading. Links in the description.